EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play 4 The Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, CD, what a last 12 months it has been. You know, this was a team that lost their first 4 games of 2019 by a combined 123-26. They were jettisoning players left and right, but apparently they had the right game plan all along, and now they are champions of the AFC in 2020.
Yeah, they had to stay the course on that one, didn't they? When they were going through all those bumps, you had to wonder if they had the right plan, and they did. And remember, big picture, this is one of the proud franchises of the NFL. It's hard to believe that their last Super Bowl trip prior to this one was in 1985 when they lost to the Niners in Super Bowl 19. They have won twice. We're talking about the Super Bowl now. They did win it back-to-back years, but that's Super Bowl 7 and 8 in 1973 and 74.
Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals into the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history, and they're trying to win their first NFL title since the Truman administration, when they were the Chicago Cardinals in 1947. It's currently the longest championship drought in the NFL.
And they've moved a couple of times since then as well. From St. Louis, now out to Arizona, they've been identified differently too. St. Louis, then they were Phoenix, now the Arizona Cardinals. But you think back to 2009, Super Bowl 43 in Tampa, when Larry Fitzgerald caught that pass down the middle and was running towards the end zone, you thought to yourself, they're going to win this game. But unfortunately for them, Ben Roethlisberger hooked up with Santonio Holmes. 35 seconds left on the clock. They lost 27-23, but now a chance to claim a Super Bowl title. This team has to be amped. They have to be excited. They'll be ready to play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They call it a full in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Here, they are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On the delay, it's Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Cardinals 3.
2nd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's
another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit. As they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. In 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
1st and 10.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
25-yard line.
And coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
15-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Breida on the carry. Dre Kirkpatrick brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position. And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Pickup brings up 2nd and
working with a 2nd and 4.
15-yard line.
Now Murray again. It's complete to Drake. And he's brought down.
Kenyon Drake. That's up.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Miami offense going to work here, coming off a 5-11 finish a season ago. In 2020, that's going to be an interesting one in South Florida. It's tough to say, Charles, whether this is a team, and I'll just phrase it to you, is this a team that is still a year or 2 away, or are they a team that could possibly compete now for the AFC East title?
Well, their head coach, Brian Flores, is not going to stop them from thinking they can compete for a title. I just don't think there's quite enough talent there yet. They did show us last year that they're going to compete each and every game all the way through, and they won some games they shouldn't have. I just don't think they're quite there. I think in a year or 2, though, under Brian Flores' tutelage and with a new quarterback named Tua Tagovailoa, this team will be ready to compete for the AFC East starting in 2021.
Yeah, you mentioned, too, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he certainly wants to play, but he has said, I know I'm the placeholder. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Don't need it all back at once. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Running from the shotgun with Drake. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up. Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Drake, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Peterson. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Dancing to his left. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Intended for Albert Wilson. Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
Ties the game at 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And on top of enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kenyon Drake.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the carry.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 and now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 yards.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. First down, Miami. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl. Trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. And he hits Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
6-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Patrick Laird. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Tua. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl. Stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion.